I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm William Holtz, and this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Polylift Boat Lifts.
Today we'll be talking about who's getting upset about employee raises, why ethanol-free fuel may disappear, and why that matters for boaters. A big change for the fastest boat at the lake, and a local lunch lady gets recognized in the land of nutrition.
But first, let's look at some events happening at the lake this weekend that you won't want to miss.
This Saturday is the Lake West Business Expo. You'll be able to get information on all the products and services you may need while you're at the lake, including home goods, landscaping, camping, docks, lodging, and a lot more. The cool thing about this expo is that you can talk one-on-one with the right people about all of your needs.
Which means I can finally find out if that dream remodel I've always wanted is actually possible.
That's right, Will. Bring all your dreams to the expo and they'll show you how to make them happen. The best part is that it's free. There will be more than 100 businesses with lunch and snacks available too. The expo is being held at Lake Christian Academy in Sunrise Beach from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And if you're looking to shop on a smaller scale, you want to head to the Camden County Museum on Saturday for their annual indoor garage sale and marketplace. That's happening from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Lynn Creek, and there's going to be a lot of vendors this year selling all kinds of goodies, so make sure to check it out. And if shopping gets your stomach grumbling, you can grab lunch while you're there as well.
Well, the weather finally seems to realize it's March, and that means it's time for the last winter tour at Deer Chase Golf Club. On Saturday, they'll be wrapping up their cold weather golf season, but it seems like spring has been coming early this year, so there's a good chance for some great golfing weather. The shotgun start is at 10 a.m. depending on frost, and remember, if it's 40 degrees, they play. So make sure to call ahead and reserve your spot.
Whether it's golf, a boat ride, a hike, or even a run, be sure to get outside this week and work up an appetite because the lake is in store for some amazing food this weekend. That's right, Seven Springs Winery is hosting the 7th annual Silver Cup Chef's Challenge. Local chefs from Redhead Yacht Club, the Trophy Room at Old Kinderhook, Camden at the Lake, Savannah Grill, and Boathouse Lakeside Bar and Grill will be competing for the title of Best Chef at the Lake. The doors open at 11 a.m. and the first tasting is at 1 p.m., but make sure you hang around until 5 when the judging begins to find out who your new favorite chef is.
It sounds like a great crew will be there, and you'll probably eat some of the best food you've ever had. Plus, you can pair it all with some local wine. Now, this is a pretty popular event and space is limited, so be sure to call ahead for your tickets. They're $45 a piece, and the proceeds benefit the Tri-County YMCA.
Have you always wanted to be a farmer but just didn't feel like you knew how to do it? Well, Shawnee Bluff Vineyard is holding a seminar all about raising pigs. You can check it out on Saturday. The Pastured Pigs for Meat and Profit seminar is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the vineyard in Eldon. It's a one-day seminar that will discuss fencing, pens, and several different ways to raise pigs. At the end of the event, there will be a hog roast. You'll learn how to roast a hog, or if you just want to eat, you can do that as well. Lake TV here with the caseworker from the CADV, Kelly Cost, to talk to us about a big-time event. Kelly, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're excited about the big event coming this weekend. It's your guys' 8th annual chili cook-off. Explain to us what exactly that is.
So the 8th annual chili cook-off is one of our 4 primary fundraisers that CADV hosts each year. Our purpose behind the fundraiser is to generate funding that allows us to continue operation of our 28-bed shelter facility for women and children who have been domestic or sexually assaulted.
Okay, now the chili cook-off, tell people where we would go if we want to attend the event and what time it starts.
So the chili cook-off is at Tantera Resort. You just go in the front entrance and they'll direct you to the ballroom. Set up for teams or participants is at 9, and then the actual event will open to the public at 11, and we'll probably go until about 2 or so, just kind of as long as the fun lasts.
Okay, and how many teams are you guys anticipating to have enter their chili into the contest this year?
We have 17 registered with 3 or 4 pending, which is setting us up to be the largest chili cook-off that we've held to date. And we're still accepting teams, so we don't have a limit. As many people as we can get signed up to join in on the fun, we will accommodate.
Kelly, you and I were talking before we came on the set, and you said that last year's winner, which was the 3-time reigning winner, is not going to be entering this year?
Correct. She is judging this year, so it leaves a spot open for the new best recipe at the lake. We're excited to see who that'll go to.
So I guess the prize is really up for grabs because if you have a 3-time winner come back, you're like, oh, they're probably going to win it again.
Right.
Not the case this year?
No, it's going to be an exciting, friendly competition, and whoever that first place winner is will receive a $500 grand prize.
Big time prize money there, and then there's a second and third place prize as well?
Correct, as well as People's Choice and Best Team Theme. So it is festive. People will be decorating their booths in costume. It's just a really exciting event.
Just fun all the way around, and you said that you can enter through the main doors at Tantera, but if you're not coming to just eat the chili and have a good time, and you're sitting at home wondering, how could I enter my chili, explain that process to them.
It's very simple to enter a team. We ask that you bring 4 to 5 gallons, so we have enough food and chili to feed lots of people. We're expecting a huge turnout. To get registered, all you have to do is either visit CADV's website, cadv-voc.org, or you can contact us at our office, 573-346-9630, and we can guide you through it from there. It's only $50 a team, and it's all you can eat once you get there.
Awesome, and it'll be a great turnout, so make sure you get there early enough to get to try everyone's chili. Now, Kelly, for those of us that don't know, the majority of people here at the lake know about the CADV, but if there's someone watching that doesn't know about the organization and what you guys do, go ahead and explain that to them.
So CADV stands for Citizens Against Domestic Violence. We are a 28-bed shelter facility and outreach center for victims of domestic and sexual violence. We provide services throughout the entire lake area, so we cover Miller, Morgan, and Camden counties, as well as outlying counties or anyone really that needs assistance. We provide a wide variety of supportive advocacy services to those victims, including hospital advocacy, legal advocacy, individual and group therapy. We run a 24-hour crisis hotline. I already mentioned we have our 28-bed shelter facility. So we really try to step in and do whatever is necessary to help the victims in our area break the cycle of violence in their life. In addition, we provide preventative education. We're working very closely with all the school systems to get our mission into the curriculum and hopefully break the cycle at an earlier age.
Awesome. Kelly, well, I appreciate you coming in. For those of you that don't know, the CADV here at the lake area doing awesome work, impacting and improving so many lives each and every year. We appreciate all you guys do. And Kelly, go rock the chili cook-off. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Well, that's just some of what's happening around the lake this weekend. Head over to lakeexpo.com for a complete list of events. But stay with us, because coming up, we'll find out the latest on why ethanol-free marine fuel may disappear and what the upcoming election has to do with it. That and much more after a word from Polylift.
Polylift boat lifts.
Your boat is a major investment. Make sure it sits on a Polylift.
When you need a boat lift to raise your boat out of the water, choose the one voted best boat lift at the lake. Choose Polylift. Any size, built with the best quality construction, a lifetime warranty on the tanks, and the service to stand behind it. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
We're at the Lottawa Bridal Show. We have it last Sunday of February every year. This is our 3rd annual wedding show.
This year, we have chosen to eliminate a fashion show that just focused on 1 or 2 vendors on the fashion show, and we chose to have a bridal auction. Hope House has graciously donated their wedding dresses to us.
We have 11 wedding dresses that we're doing a silent auction on. The minimum bid is $50 for a wedding dress, and whatever money we raise for the wedding dresses goes to a choice of their charity.
So we're very excited about that. We're also going to have a game show. All the people in Lake Ozark Wedding Association have donated to give away prizes, so we have a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd prize. So if a bride has came here with their groom, they are entered into that game. It's a newlywed type game. Chantel's taken that on. She's got a lot of good questions.
What is your spouse the most afraid of? So boys, you guys need to write what you're the most afraid of, and they're going to tell us what you're afraid of. All right, green team. Not succeeding.
Failure. Commitment.
Being right up here on this stage.
Wrong?
Snakes.
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 Thanks. Awesome. The last thing we do is the cake dive. That was super popular last year. It was the first time we tried it. I think this year we have 8 prizes, all of which are worth $500 or more a piece. And 8 brides will get their names drawn, and they are just going to dig into that cake and find a little mini ring. And the ring will get them their prize. Where there's over, I think, almost $25,000 to $3,000 worth of prizes. One of them is a vacation.
3 nights at the now Larimar Punta Cana Resort in the Dominican Republic. You won! You won the big trip, man!
It's worth coming. Yeah, definitely now.
Yeah. There's a lot of good things, and samples were great because I still need some other help with the wedding, so it was lots of variety.
What's been happening at the lake? Well, here's a look at some of the biggest news from the past week around the lake area.
Usually when someone gets a raise at work, it's a cause for celebration, but some members of the Lake Ozark Board of Aldermen don't agree. 4 recent promotions of city employees have prompted a heated debate about limiting the number of raises an employee can get in 1 year. As it stands now, new hires get a raise at the end of a 6-month probation period and another raise at the 1-year anniversary of their hire date. But that policy means that an employee who is promoted could receive several raises in a year. The proposed change would eliminate that 6-month raise for a promoted employee. Not everyone agrees that the multiple raises are a problem to be fixed. Many city department heads worry the change is unfair to long-term and highly valued employees. But City Attorney Chris Rare said the policy change won't punish existing workers. If promoted, they would still continue to get credit for their years of service. After a lot of discussion, the Board of Aldermen voted unanimously to table the changes and discuss the issue with the city department heads and employees to try to figure out if policy changes are needed.
Big news if you're a dock owner in Camden. The Camden Board of Aldermen is looking to update building codes for docks. Last week, the board approved the first reading of a bill to change codes to try and prevent lakefront electrocutions. Specifically, it requires compliant breakers and forces any dock that does not meet the standard to be disconnected from electrical service. The second reading of the bill will be delayed until March to give aldermen and the public time to review the proposed changes.
If you're a boater and a voter, here's another issue you'll want to follow for this November's election. Most boaters use ethanol-free gasoline as marine fuel. However, ethanol-free gas, also known as E0, could be disappearing soon because of a law called the Renewable Fuel Standard, or RFS. This federal ethanol mandate forces biofuels like ethanol to be blended into America's gasoline. According to the Boat Owners Association of the United States, the majority of American fuel is at least 10% ethanol. The side effect of this push is that our country's supply of ethanol-free fuel is quickly disappearing to make room for the federally mandated fuel.
Okay, Ashley, now explain why this is a big deal for boaters.
That's a good question, and the best way to explain it is to think of salad dressing. You know, you have 2 different layers that you can see in a salad dressing bottle. That's the oil and the vinegar. If you shake it up, it looks like they mix, but the 2 parts eventually separate again. Well, the same thing happens with gas with ethanol in it. It's called phase separation, and it means that the ethanol blended fuel stored in a boat's gas tank can separate, and that can ruin an engine.
And that's a great analogy, but all that really did was just make me hungry.
So for many in the boating community, this is a big concern, and Boat US wants to encourage all the presidential candidates to oppose the RFS mandate and protect E0.
We've got some surprising news for boat racing fans. The Shootout's big winner from 2014 will likely have a new home soon. The Spirit of Qatar racing team is planning to sell their assets to Offshore Racing Services of Orlando, Florida. The former Qatar team manager and throttleman Steve Curtis says the transaction is a 95% there and should be complete by the end of March. The sale includes 3 41-foot Victory catamarans, one with twin Mercury racing engines that is all set to race in the Superboat International's Superboat Unlimited class. Also being sold is the 50-foot Mystic catamaran that Curtis and Qatar's Sheikh Hassan drove to set the 244-mile-per-hour Lake of the Ozarks Shootout speed record. We'll see what's next for that amazing boat. Now, those of us who live at the lake or spend time here know what an amazing community we have. but recently a very important member of our community was recognized by the state.
That's right. Teresa Hayes is the kitchen manager for Hurricane Deck Elementary School, and she was just honored with the Manager of the Year award from the Missouri School Nutrition Association, which basically means she's the best lunch lady in the state. As kitchen manager, Teresa started Tasty Tuesday, Wrap Wednesday, and promoted the school garden by offering fresh veggies in the salad bar that were picked right from the school grounds. Hayes says she loves going to work every day and being a lunch lady that can give her students nutritious meals.
You may have seen local nursing home residents tooling around in some new wheels. That's thanks to a grant through the Lake of the Ozarks Council of Local Governments and the Missouri Department of Transportation. The money allowed the Lori Care Center to buy 2 new vans that will help nursing home residents get fresh air, go shopping, and get to their doctor appointments. The Care Center held an open house on February 16th to showcase the new rides. Both vans are ADA certified and can transport residents in seats or by wheelchair. The new vans mean that more drivers will be available to the residents 12-hour a day at both the Lori and Versailles facilities to take them wherever they may need to go.
The lake is becoming a popular place to retire because of its supportive community and beautiful scenery. But as one local couple knows, many retirees face challenges living independently as they age. Terry and Sherry Techmeyer understand these struggles, and they've opened a new assisted living facility to meet those needs. It's called Lake Park Senior Living, and it's located just east of the square on 4th Street. The Techmeyers are the owners and on-site managers with more than 2 decades of experience in healthcare. And they have designed the new facility to offer the comforts of home with just the right amount of help for each resident. On Monday last week, the Techmeyers celebrated a big day as they welcomed their first 2 residents.
Now, I've heard this is not your average assisted living, something about spa treatment?
Yes, the couple has done a lot to make the center unique, from the decor to offering musical therapy and even, yes, spa services. Each resident is able to bring their own car, but they also offer transportation too. One really nice thing is that Lake Park is not a lockdown facility, so residents are free to come and go. Maybe the best part though is the glass sunroom where seniors can soak up the rays. There's also a concrete sidewalk surrounding the facility for daily tours, and eventually they will install a level concrete walking trail that runs through the woods. Well, that's the lake in a nutshell. I'm Ashley Kyle, and this has been your Lake of the Ozarks news update. Thanks for watching us on Como Connect Channel 90, and watch anytime on mylaketv.com.
Don't forget to connect with us on Facebook and Twitter at MyLakeTV, and now you can check out our recently launched Instagram page at handle my_LakeTV. For Ashley Kyle and the entire news team here at the Lake TV News Studio, I'm William Holtz. Stay classy, Lake of the Ozarks.